Santa Tomas.
Today, we are so proud to be here with all you students. We can tell the student where we suffer, how we see the world, a different direction. Doesn't matter of your color of the skin or who you are, what religion you have. We all have to be together and love each other.
What was this person's name again?
Norman Flashman.
Okay.
He's the organizer of this Holocaust group, and there's 12 chapters in this memoir of him, and all of them are about a certain point in his life during the Holocaust, before, during, and after.
Does it make you feel like when you hear those type of stories of his escape and capture and
Kind of sad because I never thought something like this would ever happen.
The most important thing for our students to understand about history is the more you learn about history, is the more you want to make sure that you don't repeat the mistakes of history. And millions of people died as a result of the Holocaust. And I think it's a really important lesson for our students to understand about what that means to them in their future, is to make sure that they don't, and we don't as a society, repeat the same kinds of mistakes that were made during that time period.
After really understanding the concept of the Holocaust and what the Jews went through, I decided to express the feelings I have for the Holocaust in this poem. Why them? Why them? Why did you choose them? Was it because of their religion? Was it their certain beliefs? Or what they were against? You caused a lot of trauma, but why? Nobody can have everything their way, and nobody is going to be living a perfect life. You could have left them alone, but you chose not to. Sickening, disgusting, traumatizing, the Holocaust.
Do we remember the people forced out of their homes? Do we remember the families split up, left alone? I remember Norman Frashman, a boy born in Warsaw, Poland. He lived 10 years in peace until all his rights were stolen. Evacuated from his home, his family went out on the run. They had to hide under trees, for the planes came out with the sun. It's changed me by just giving me more perspectives to look at the world, because instead of being a narrow-minded person, once you learn everything there is to know about the past, you can use that to change the way you look at the future.
For the past 16 years, ever since I met Norman Frashman, a Holocaust survivor, it has changed the way I teach, because now it's been real for me. It's like now his mission has become my mission, and I can feel the urgency because these people are getting older and older and they need a voice. And I feel like my students now will be the witnesses of the future.
And I sincerely hope that with the help of your teachers, you of your faculty, you'll follow their good thoughts and they will create a much nicer world with less problems and, most of all, the lack of hatred. Once we achieve that point of graduating from hate to love, you're going to have a magnificent, magnificent future in this beautiful world.
The Holocaust was a very sad time in our history, and yet, if we don't teach it, people forget. Our students will never know what the history was about during the Holocaust and for the Jewish people. And that is why it's extremely important for us to continue to teach everyone's history.
It's actually an accident how I kind of had gotten started with my interest in history. I started with Black history, and then getting into Holocaust, it made me really curious because I was really interested in the fact that there are so many similarities in my history and other people's histories, and I think that should be highlighted. So that's why I'm interested in it, and that's how it started.
It's just nice meeting them, and instead of like getting the overview about stuff, I get to actually meet them
and see what they feel and what they seem like.